Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Notary Stars. This episode of CommuniTips has a very special guest, Miss Cherie Donaldson. She's going to walk us through how to get past setting up our trays on our brother printers. That's been a big pain in the neck for a lot of notaries. I think she's got the document and the direction to tell you how to do it pretty simply. Cherie, can you introduce yourself, please, to us and then take it away?
Yes, thank you, Beth. So my name is Cherie Donaldson, and I have been in the financial service industry for 18 plus years, a notary for 5, but a loan signing agent for a little over a year now. And I am in Yuma, Arizona.
Perfect. That's awesome. So you're going to tell all of us that are not so technically inclined how to get those brother printers. And we're talking about Mac or PC communication.
We're talking about PC, and we're talking about the dual tray printer.
Perfect.
I have done this multiple times, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be something that everyone's going to find useful.
Awesome. Perfect. So you've got a presentation for us. If you want to go ahead and share your screen and start that and take us through it.
All right, I'd be happy to do that. All right. So here we are. One of the things that I want to make sure before we get started is that you visit the Brother website and download the specific printer driver for your machine. After you follow the settings and the setup, make sure that you install paper in tray 1 letter and legal in tray 2. So that's a very important part of the process. And again, this is just a little friendly reminder. So you go to brother-usa.com, and you have to make sure that this is the website that you go to. All right. So the first thing you want to do in the process is to select your Windows icon, right? That is on the lower left-hand side of your screen. Everyone pretty much should know where that is.
Or a Windows key. Can you use the Windows key on your keyboard?
You can, and it will bring up the settings menu. That's the second step in the process.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
All right. So once you hit the settings, which is step number 2, it should display this option. So you'll see another window open, and you're going to look for the devices shown right there. So you're going to select your devices because we're going to be looking for your printer. Okay. It's going to open up to the left-hand side of the screen, the menu. From there, you're going to select your printer and scanners. That's step number 4. Once you select that, you're going to see your printer and scanners option. That's where you're going to locate whatever the printer is that you installed. If it's not shown here, it's not installed, and it has to be turned on before you move forward in this step. So not only do you need to make sure that it's installed, but it's powered on as well. So again, you're going to locate your printer. Once you locate the printer, and you select that, it's going to open up another menu. You're going to look for the managed. Once you select that, that's step number 6. It's actually going to open up the open print queue. And you're going to look for your printer properties. That's step number 7. What you're going to then do right here, you're going to look for device settings. So device settings, you will see at the very top. You're going to look for device settings and select that. Once you find the device settings, you're going to highlight that tray, that second tray, which is tray number 2. You're going to select that by highlighting it and then click add. You have to click add. It's not going to work until you do that. Down here, once you click add, you will see that tray 2 is now shown in your installed options right here. Now, in this little box here, I hid that because it has my serial number of my machine. Everybody's is different. If you installed your printer correctly, this serial number to your specific printer will be shown. Once you see that, hit auto detect. What that's going to do is it's going to automatically do your printer settings for you. So as you can see here, tray 1, letter, tray 2, legal. Once you see that, go ahead and hit apply.
So looking at that little graphic there, Cherie, tray 2 would be the very bottom of the printer.
That is correct. That is
the
correct.
next tray up. Okay.
Correct. So the tray 1 is the first tray. The second tray 2 is the one sitting on the table. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if for whatever reason you do not see the serial number displayed, then it's recommended that you uninstall your printer driver, go to uninstall and reinstall it, because it should be there if it's installed correctly. Now, there's 2 options. Some people have the device settings and they see the device settings. Some will not. So this is another way to install if you do not see device settings as one of your options. So again, we're going to go back to the print queue, printer options, and you're going to see this here. Instead of device settings, you're going to see accessories. That's the difference. If you see accessories, you're going to follow the exact same step. You're going to select accessories. You're going to select the tray number 2. And then the tray number 2 is going to move to this side and show as an installed option once you hit add. Okay. Again, if the serial number appears, you can select auto detect. Now, in this instance, because you're using the accessories tab, if you do not see the serial number here, you can actually manually make your selection. So what you would do is you would select the tray and select the paper size and hit OK. You would select tray number 2, which would be here. Again, paper size. So you would select legal, hit OK, and then hit apply when you're done. Hitting OK does not make it stick until you hit apply. Okay?
Good to know.
So, and again, to test, I always believe in testing everything. Once you have, gone through the steps, go to open up a PDF and then choose paper source by PDF page size. And if you follow all the steps, and if you have a document, what I did was I scanned a legal sheet of something, and then I had a letter, and I scanned it and I basically printed it. Or if you already have a document that you want to test, one legal and one letter, just to see if it would print. And that's kind of how I tested it. So, or the other option is you can go to Word, open up a blank document, select legal as the page size, and print a blank document. It should automatically default, to that as well. So it's pretty simple.
It is simple, but there's a lot of steps involved. And this is probably why so many people feel like they got thrown into the weeds when they try to line up their drawers or sign letter and legal on their paper drawers on their printer.
I can tell you that when I originally received my printer, and I went to Brother and I downloaded the instructions and I did everything that they said to do, and it still didn't work because he was seeing something different on his screen than what I was seeing. So it really was trial and error because their instructions, I guess, is a little outdated on their site.
Oh, wow.
So so that was my 3-hour phone conversation with the gentleman. So
wow, 3 hours. Oh,
yes.
my gosh. Headaches for sure.
Yes.
All righty. So go ahead and unshare your screen for me. Thank you so very much, though, for sharing that with everybody. That 3 hours that you spent with Brother on their support site, we get in just a very few minutes here. Do you know how valuable that is?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Which means I'm going to tell you thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For sharing that with everybody. That's an amazing thing for you to do. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Any other last words of advice for us?
No, just, if all else fails, just uninstall and reinstall. I've had to do that a couple of times, but it will definitely end up working.
So guys, we do have another video in CommuniTips on how to install that printer. Once you get it installed, then find Cherie's video that tells you how to assign the paper trays in your printer. Cherie, thank you again so much. You don't know how much I appreciate this. This has been a long time coming trying to get this set up.
Yes.
I really appreciate you being here, and I know all of our notary community appreciates you too.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.